US issues shocking condition to Russia. NATO must stop buying oil or face massive sanctions. Washington, D.C. President Donald Trump has just issued a dramatic warning to Moscow. The United States is prepared to impose crippling economic sanctions if NATO allies fail to unite and completely stop buying oil from Russia. This is the latest high-stakes move in Washington's ongoing confrontation with the Kremlin. Trump's ultimatum. According to his statement, the U.S. will only trigger major sanctions if all NATO members collectively halt imports of Russian oil. Trump stressed that half measures would only weaken the alliance's power and give Moscow an advantage. He went further, threatening to impose massive tariffs ranging from 50% to 100% on non-NATO countries, including China, if they continue to purchase Russian energy. The declaration has sparked immediate concerns about a looming global economic war with unpredictable consequences. NATO's internal struggles. While some European nations support reducing reliance on Russian oil and gas, others are caught in a no-win dilemma. Hungary, Slovakia, and Turkey remain heavily dependent on Russian energy. Their governments warn that an abrupt cutoff could plunge domestic energy systems into crisis, sparking social unrest. This division underscores the growing risk of fractures within NATO, precisely at a time when the U.S. is demanding maximum unity. Risk of a global economic war. If Washington's demand is not met, the U.S. may face a tough choice: enforce its threat even if it risks splitting NATO, or soften its stance to preserve the alliance's cohesion. Meanwhile, Russia could easily seek to evade sanctions, using intermediaries, shadow trade networks, or pivoting exports to Asia, where demand for energy remains strong. Such a scenario could drive global oil prices skyrocketing, hitting millions of consumers across Europe and Asia. International reactions. In Europe, supporters argue that only by cutting off Moscow's oil money can real pressure be applied on Russia. But opponents warn that this move is tantamount to shooting ourselves in the foot, as Europe's already fragile economies could collapse under the shock. In Washington, U.S. lawmakers have begun drafting the Sanctioning Russia Act 2025, legislation that would authorize extremely high tariffs on any nation still purchasing oil from Moscow, effectively turning sanctions into a global weapon. A high-stakes gamble. President Donald Trump has once again shown he is willing to play a dangerous, high-stakes game. NATO must either stand united or face a sanctions shockwave. Russia must either yield under pressure or find backdoor routes to sustain its oil revenues. The world must either witness an unprecedented geopolitical economic shift or spiral into division and an energy crisis. The ultimatum has been issued. The only question is, who will blink first?